Hello! Welcome back to another episode of From My Collection, where I share with you specific categories from my collection and I get to dive into the details. So for today's video, I'll be sharing with you my entire Christian Louboutin Beauty collection. And that includes some of my beloved Louboutin nail polishes. I'm excited to share all the details. We're going to do swatches. We're going to demo on the face. You're going to get to really see all the details, all the things. Let's hydrate and begin. Did you know that Christian Louboutin's infamous red soles were actually inspired by a bottle of red nail lacquer? Who would have thought, right? It's fascinating how the brand's history and creativity combine together. And I'm really excited to share my entire Christian Louboutin collection with you. Well, not the entire collection, the beauty collection. Because if we're talking about the shoes, then we'll be in trouble. And I don't have that many, but I have a few. And they're amazing. They're literally art on your feet. And I have accepted the fact that they're not intended to be comfortable. They're intended to be cute. But I do have two pairs that are actually really comfortable. All right, I digress. I'm just excited to share the collection with you and include the polishes that kind of started it all. When it comes to Christian Louboutin Beauty, the products aren't overwhelming. I really enjoy the fact that along with amazing, beautiful presentation, an overall exquisite experience, sticking true to that luxury that is Christian Louboutin, you don't get drops every week. The products that are put out, they feel thought out. They feel intentional. They're not just here you go because I need to give something. I have a quota to meet. I have a deadline. It just never feels like that. And I can truly appreciate that because also it gives me time to enjoy the product and go through the product. You know what I mean? So let's start off with this. This is the multi-use powder, and it is just that. This is a powder that you can use to do everything and anything. I love to use this on no makeup days. I'll do my skincare and I'll use it to set my skincare, and I'll go in with a little bit more and somewhat build it up in certain areas on my face that I want to brighten up a bit. And what's really nice is I don't have to have concealer that day. I can just go in with the powder and it'll just smooth things out while remaining natural. Okay, and it doesn't look like I'm wearing anything, but I just look perfected, and I love those makeup days. Let's talk about the packaging. Packaging is exquisite. It's beautiful. This compact, I will agree, is a little bulky, and you'll see why I say that in comparison to another one. But it's got all the details. The signature little stud, it's functional. You put your finger here and it helps you open. So when it comes to the Louboutin Beauty products, they work in a way where you buy the case and then you buy the product. And I like that for a couple of reasons. You are now able to, when you finish the product, get your refill and you're good to go. So I would buy the powder and I would buy the case. I would then, put it in, enjoy it, live my best life, and it's very easy to do. And when I finish it, pop it out, go buy another thing. What more could a girl ask for? But this powder, you can also use it to set. You can also use it to touch up. And it does come with a little brush that I have never used. I will say that you're going to notice throughout the brand that there's a lot of details. There's a lot of little details that I truly appreciate. Like here on the powder, a lot of it is kind of removed because I've used this quite a bit, but you have the little imprint of the shoes. The powder's texture and consistency is so light, goes on smoothly, looks natural skin, like it doesn't look like a powder. It's not heavy, it's not cakey. It's a truly beautiful, beautiful product. Now I do have dedicated videos to majority of these products, so definitely check out the Christian Louboutin playlist. Next up are these compacts, which, the spikes, hello. They are very signature for Louboutin, right? Just like the powder, you buy the compact itself, and then you buy what is inside. So I have an eyeshadow palette and I have a face palette. Here's your beautiful experience. Open her up. Your little case is nicely housed in this packaging. Gorgeous. And it comes, look here, it comes with the little key thing pusher. I don't know what that's called, but it's the signature Louboutin logo. The little shoe. Now what this is this is how you would change out your product. So let's say you bought multiple face palettes, eyeshadows, whatever the case may be, and you just bought one of these. Hey, that's fine. You can then use your little thingy. What are these called? I have no idea. You can use it and you just push right here and it pops right out. It is magnetic, so you want to make sure you push it so it comes out. And there you go. And you know what's awesome? Look at this. He signs inside. How cool is that? This is not like actually signed, it's printed on, but you get it. It's those little details that I truly, truly appreciate. So I have the black case and the red. I don't think they're too bulky, and the spikes, they don't bother me. They're smooth, they don't hurt you. It's nothing like that. And then on the back, you've got the signature red. So let's put back in our face palette. And this one is the La Palette in the shade So Prive. It's very easy. Right there, boom, done. This is beautiful. So I have here 2 blushes and a highlight. Now I went with this color story in particular because this is like a little bit darker of a blush. So I like to mix, or I like to use this on a no makeup day to do like a soft little bit of wash to give warmth to the face without technically it being blush. And it gives a beautiful glow to the skin, and it's a gorgeous formula. And the highlight, it's absolutely gorgeous. Intentionally, I just focused down here because the little details are so beautiful. I don't want to mess them up. And although the blush colors are more glowy and radiant, they just look so pretty on the skin. They really, really do. Look how pretty that color story is, right? And they blend beautifully, they build beautifully, and they wear beautifully. Look, if you want to, you can just leave her stored in her little box. It is of nice quality, so you can hold on to this if you want to. If you're worried about the spikes for whatever reason, but they're not pokey at all. They're soft. But it does store well if you want to keep the box nice and aesthetic, clean, you know? So next is the same compact, but in red. And I currently have one of the newer eyeshadow palettes. I'll show you the older one because the layout was a little bit different. It's so easy to change these out. It's not a big fuss kind of thing. This is the Abracadabra La Palette. Now, the layout, like I said, is a little different to the first round of eyeshadows that he came out with. This is a very approachable, wearable color story. It's very safe. And that is something I really, really enjoy about the brand is, again, like I told you, they don't overwhelm me with a launch every week or, you know, and when they do come out with things, they're very, very, very approachable and of very, very good quality as well. So that's one palette, and same thing on the red, it's signed on the inside. So in this one, you got, it's like 2 palettes, I guess you could, it's like 2 trios. This is a look set and this is a look set, but of course you can bounce around and do whatever you want. In the first row, the colors are lighter, softer. I love these for just a wash. Very, very soft and wearable. And look how creamy and pigmented these colors are, especially for lighter colors. The second row, it's a little bit darker, but not too intense. Still very wearable colors. Nice soft creamy texture and consistency, and I love the way that these apply on the eyes. Blend beautifully, soft wash, and that's definitely what I did for today's look. Look how pretty. Look how pretty these colors are. Aren't they gorgeous? So the red is the one I like to use for my eyeshadows. Let me show the other eyeshadow to you. And this is how you would get it. Comes in that box, and then it comes in this case. So you can keep this. So if you just have one of these and you want to have a couple of different options for eyeshadows, face palettes, they come with a little storage thing, so you're good. And instructions on how to change it out as well. So we open her up. And like I had mentioned, this is the older layout. They didn't have the little applicators. and it was just eyeshadows. So the Very Nudes is the newer layout, and then Rose Pigalle. I'm always going to purchase products that I know I'm going to use, color stories I know I'm going to wear. And yes, I like to review them and share them with you, but I also keep in mind that I have to spend wisely. For me, Rose Pigalle is a little more fun. You have a little bit more colors. You have this really pretty copper, this dark shade if you want to get intense, smoky. But then you also have these pinky ones that are nice and soft. You know, do a little wash. So I think it's just a really, really practical and pretty color story, but there's versatility to it. Okay, back in its case. Boom. So here we go. Stored nicely. If you want to keep your boxes, it's an option. It's good to know, right? So next up, I have this little Lego looking thing. Oh my goodness. The spikes when they were in the silver, big difference. A little more substantial. This is the Abracadabra Le Duo. It is a duo eyeshadow. Snap closure, and you use the little front spike to open. Some products you use the little spike to hold and then open, and then some products you actually use the spike, and this is one of them. Lady Khaki is cute. It's a golden khaki color story. It's pretty. So this next little thing that I'm going to share with you from my collection, I've never used it, but for some reason I felt like I needed it when I saw it. These. A pair of lashes. I mean, you know, you ever do something and then you look back, you're like, what were you thinking? I don't know. I was like, oh, I could wear these on New Year's Eve or I don't know. They're fun, okay, and I do feel like at some point they'll come in handy, just not sure when. I want to share with you something that I just recently added to the collection. It's this. The Rouge Stiletto Vinyl Gloss. And I got it in the shade 392 Smoky Nudy. Look at her. That's what we've got on today. One thing that you are going to notice about Christian Louboutin is he has a style. Everything needs to be like a stiletto. And I'm actually here for it, okay? It keeps true to the brand. It keeps the brand unique. A lot of people will argue and say that's ridiculous. It's impractical. But a lot of people will say that's fun, that's unique. I love how different it is. And I'm kind of more on that side. But I truly understand the other view as well. So whenever you get a new Louboutin Beauty product, it comes with like a little tag on it. And it contains all of the detailed information. So this one you'll see it has the shade information and all of that. This is pretty nice. I like the color. And you know, if you're curious about storage, a lot of my products I store in like a little cup just like that, no issues. So, I don't know. Let me share with you my lip products since I have them here. I used to have more, but you know, over time you get rid of them. This here, it's another very similar shaped. And I don't have the little tag thingy anymore. So yes, I don't have the little tag thingy, but it does say it around the product, but it's so small. Let's see if the camera will even let you see it. There we go. Christian Louboutin. Bear. Whatever. There. You're always going to get an experience with these products. They're going to be extra, over the top. This is not for people who want minimalistic, okay? This is over the top, bougie, different, unique, but still remaining true to the brand. It's literally a stiletto. So this is a little lipstick. Look how fun. I like the lipsticks. The lipsticks and the nail polishes are where I really started with this brand. Look how pretty that color is. Here is the original lipstick. These used to come in the box, and I wish I saved the box on those, but it was very similar to the other box that I shared with you. And it came with a little ribbon. You could tie it around your neck. Yeah, it's so bougie, so over the top. But this lipstick was for many, many years one of my most repurchased lipsticks. It's a nude. There's barely anything in here, but there's enough for me to swatch it. Just Nothing is the shade. This was my favorite nude lipstick. And it's a matte, but it's a very creamy, hydrating matte. So pretty. And actually, one of you guys put me onto this color because I was using another one. And yeah, packaging from this brand is not supposed to be simple. It's over the top. It's bougie, but lots of fun details. Now, I guess you can call this the original. You know, you have to remember the color red is very significant to this brand. And this was the original lipstick. I remember when these first came out, people thought you were crazy if you had this. Like, why would you buy that? I remember all of the attacks from the keyboard warriors when I would share this brand. But it is something I love, and I haven't been able to part with this. This is old. I don't use it, but I love having it as just a piece in my collection. So check out the details. The black, the gold, and the silver. Look at all of the details. And again, under the cap, you have the red. And this is the classic red. This was one of my favorite reds. I didn't wear red a lot, but when I wanted like a true red staple, and the formula is so gorgeous. Very, very comfortable on the lips. Another little bit from my lip collection. Look at that. It's a gloss. Look at her. How pretty. I love all the details. I don't remember the name. I'll have to look it up. I think the new gloss that I have now is what I purchased with intent of replacing this because this is old and I don't use it anymore. So you see the colors, they look quite similar. But those are my little lippies. When this brand first came out years ago and I would buy the products, I knew that I was going to keep the packaging after I finished the actual product. And I was okay with that. And this is one of those products. This is, I'm glad I kept the name. This was a lip liner, okay? And it's called the Lip Definer in the shade D10 Safki. Look at this packaging. Again, this is not basic packaging. This is a stiletto. So there's no product in here. I used it all up and I loved it. This is a twist off and you'd have the pencil here and you would twist it up, do your thing, and go. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is the mascara. This thing is so weighty and substantial. And again, with the beautiful, beautiful packaging. This is a repurchase for me. I really love the formula. It wears beautifully. The lashes are lifted. It holds the lashes all day. The curl and lift don't fall. I love the wand. This is a beautiful product and it feels so good in your hands. I love having this in my collection. Complexion products. Let's start off with the more traditional one. This is the Louboutin foundation. I did do a dedicated video. This looks phenomenal on the skin. Gorgeous. Wears beautifully all day. Gives just the right amount of coverage. It comes with a pump. Again, the little details under the cap. Just love having this in my collection and I look forward to purchasing another one when the time comes. This next complexion product. Wait, let me fix it. I don't keep it in the box, but I just put it in the box to show you. Like, look at all these details. I love it. This is a lot more sleek and compact in comparison to the powder where it's a little bit more bulky. This is called the Multi-Use Found Sealer Face Balm. When I saw this come out, I was like, oh, what is that? It's pretty much whatever you want it to be, okay? You can use this. Here's what it looks like. You can use this all over your face as like a soft wash of color. You can build it up to be a true foundation. You can also use it as concealer. So beautiful and really wears well. So up top you get a mirror, you get your product, and then you have your little sponge down here. Very compact, really, really nice. I really enjoy this because of how versatile it is, okay? You can just do a little something with it, dab a little on the under eye, go. You can put it all over, go. You can dab a little on the under eye, put it all over, go. You get the drift. I love having this in my collection. It's a beautiful multifunctional product. You know we love our multifunctional, okay? And this is that. I really, really enjoy my collection. I really, really do. And I love that it is just built up of completely practical, realistic products that I reach for, I enjoy. And every single time I use them and wear them, I get that true experience and I feel my absolute best. Just like the shoes, I have a bag on my wish list. I do. I can't believe I'm saying that. But just like the shoes and just the overall brand, you're getting that beautiful experience and the best of the best when it comes to quality. Okay, 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 yay! Let's dive into my nail collection. These have been in my collection for years now, and even though I don't use them as often anymore since they're a little old, they still look so gorgeous in my beauty room. The formula was always amazing. Super smooth and pigmented. And I remember how luxurious they felt to apply each shade just to add a little touch of elegance. Before I share the swatches of the shades of the polishes with you, I want to talk about the packaging. This packaging was just way ahead of its time, okay? And again, we see the trend with the brand. This is what they do. What I will say is, as an artist, when you're painting your nails with this, yes, it's extra, and yes, it's unnecessary. Okay, in a way, it's unnecessary. The whole extraness of this wand, if you will. But you know what I found? I found that this, it feels like a paintbrush. I feel like I'm painting. So as you're painting, it just feels good in the hand. Again, it feels flowy and smooth in your hand as you use it. The reality is, okay, we get used to something. We get used to it being a certain way, okay? These are some of my other polishes. We get used to something being a certain way, and what do you see here? They all look the same. They're either square or a circle. Yes, these polishes will polish. Boom. Some people like a short, stubby applicator, okay? You can argue that, look at this nonsense. Why do I need a cap to then get this? Another chubby little applicator. But what you're seeing here is it's a lot of the same. Look. I will say with Gucci, I like this little bit longer applicator, which for me, I think it just feels more comfortable in the hand when you're painting. So you see a lot of our other nail polishes, they all look the same. And then you get this, and you're like, what the hell? And I appreciate it, and I like it, and that's why I have it as a decoration at this point, because when I was buying them, I'd buy one or two every couple of weeks, and I'm like, I'm just building up my collection, and I would use them. I would have two different hand styles, I'd never have the same colors. I want to change my nail color every couple of days. The formulation on them is really nice. I got a lot of use out of them before I retired them, and I keep them solely in my beauty room as pieces of art. And obviously in your beauty room, you want makeup as art. You'll see that each one of these has like a different colored handle, and that was from different collections. This was one of my most used. It's a very like ballerina pink. Of course you get the classic red, and you notice this classic red is the biggest one out of them all. And then the newer ones, I did notice that the newer ones are like, look how small. So that's probably one of the most significant changes I saw over the years. there you have it. That is my entire Christian Louboutin Beauty collection. Makeup and nail polishes. I truly love this brand for its luxurious feel. I love the shoes. And although I don't reach for the nail polishes like I used to, I still love having them as the art that they were intended to be. I appreciate them for the art that they are. And then of course, when it comes to the beauty, it too is so enjoyable, and I love how different it is, but all still remaining practical, and you're getting just what you need when they launch a product. And again, I love when they launch a product, I know it's thought out. They didn't just, here, we need to drop something, here you go. It always feels a little bit more, and I really enjoy that. So I know that we're focusing in on the beauty, but I just feel like so many of you love this brand too for their shoes. So look, this is my favorite pair that's just not comfortable, but these look so good with a skirt, with a nice little short skirt. These look so good. And even with jeans, these look great too. But I love wearing these with a short skirt. They just elongate the legs. I even got the little things put on the bottom so I don't bust my bubble, because you know how it is sometimes. So I love these. I really do. And then on the other complete opposite are these. These are so comfortable. These are probably my most worn pair. Probably shows, sorry, they're not like super clean because I wear them all the time, but these are so cute. They add just the right touch to any outfit. You know, you can just be super casual and not know what shoe to wear. Put these on. It just elevates you. Thank you so much for watching. Please take a moment and give today's video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.